Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. It's your boy Giddy, and we're here with another amazing video for you guys. We're going to talk about things to do to make 2026 great. The first thing that I would like you guys to start doing that is very important and very necessary is you need to start living a low profile this year. A lot of your guys were spending too much money that you did not need to spend. You are working, you are making money, but you are trying to impress people who are not working, who are not making money, which is unnecessary. Cutting down on your expenses this year is another important thing that you need to do under living a low profile. It is vitally important that you cut down on your expenses. If you are making a lousy $1,000 monthly, you accepted the job because $1,000 was enough. But now, 3 months in, 2 months in, you realize that it's not enough. What happened? What happened is you increased your profile. You started living life that was too expensive for you. It is too expensive for you if you cannot afford it twice. So anything that you cannot afford twice, you don't need it. You cannot afford it unless it's an extreme emergency. People who legit care about you from 0 to 100 the way you care about yourself, unfortunately, there's no one. So you need to take care of yourself. You are responsible for your life 100%. The next thing we're going to talk about is cutting people off. Cut negative people off. Guys, I know I always stress about this on all my videos, well, most of my videos, but it is very important that you need to understand that if you have the wrong people in your circle, automatically you become part of the wrong people. If you hang around 5 people that are negative, you're more likely to become negative. Don't be afraid of cutting people off. It is for your own good. It is for your own good to cut people off. Negative people are not just people who speak negativity to you. They are also people who do not want to grow. There's people that you know that for the past 5 years, they've been jobless. Not because they don't have opportunities given to them, but they wasted opportunities. They are not even trying to create opportunities. They are waiting for someone who's going to be successful, who's going to send them money, who's going to take care of them. Run away from such people because eventually they become a liability to you in your journey of you becoming that person that you want to be this year. Negative people are not only the people who are negative to you, they are also people who are negative to themselves. So run away from people who are negative to their own self. They don't want to grow. They don't want to see themselves achieving something. They're afraid to try new things. They're afraid to get a job. They're afraid. Run away. You too, don't be afraid to kick them out of your life because eventually they will pull you down and they will force you not to become that person you want to be this year. If it's your girlfriend, if it's your boyfriend, if it's your husband, if it's your wife, if it's your brother, if it's your sister, as much as you can this year, distance yourself from them as much as you can. The next thing we're going to speak about is you need to learn how to say no to people. Have a goal. I think it comes from having a goal for yourself. So if you set a goal for yourself that, okay, today you're not going to go out, and then someone comes to you and say, let's go do 1, 2, 3. The answer is what? No. If you tell yourself that you're only going to spend $100 for the day, and then someone comes to you and say, let's buy something or whatever, or give me money, the answer is no. It is very important to say no, especially to loved ones, because they are the ones that, remember, we spoke about, you living a low profile. Part of living a low profile is you need to keep your income private, because if they don't know you have, they will not disturb you most of the time. And most times you are not able to surprise your loved ones because they know what you can afford. How can I surprise you with a bicycle when you know I can afford a car for you? You understand? And that automatically makes it impossible to do amazing things for loved ones because you can't surprise them. You can't, because they know what you can afford. And if you buy them cheap things, automatically they feel like it's not good enough because they're expecting more from a person like you. The next thing we're going to talk about is you need to make sure that you put God first this year. In everything that you do, you want to make sure you're putting God first. I can go on and on about this, but I want it to be as simple as possible. It is not something we can negotiate about. It is not something that we should debate on, but putting God first has to be the most important thing that you want to do on a daily basis. Because if you put God first, ultimately everything that you do becomes covered, becomes protected, becomes shielded. A lot of times the emergencies that we have could have been avoided if we had God protecting us. The illness, the accidents, and those one or two emergencies that causes you to spend from your savings ultimately would have been avoided if God was in the driver's seat of our life. So we're not even going to debate about it. We're not even going to talk about it. It is important. And last but not least, save money. Save money this year. The money you save today will save you tomorrow. As much as you can, like I said earlier on, if you're making $1,000 in a month, it might not be a lot, but as much as you can, save as low as 20% of that income on a monthly basis. Only start spending after you've saved up about 3 months of your income. I always tell my friends and everyone close to me, as much as possible, make sure money always meets money from month to month. Month to month, money must always meet money in your account. Whatever you have to do to create that zone or that situation, do it. But money must always meet money. Money should always meet money in your bank. If money does not meet money in your bank, you are broke. And broke is not just you not being able to buy a car or whatever. It's about you not being able to afford your basic needs and to have peace at night. Some of us, we have peace not because we are millionaires or because we can afford whatever, that expensive car or whatever. It's because we can afford our needs without bothering anybody. Success to me is being able to afford your needs without bothering anybody. While poverty would be you not being able to afford your needs. You understand? Learn a new skill. Spread your wings. As much as you have a job or you have something that you're doing that provides income for you, but try as much as possible to get your hands in other things. If you can get a property, try and do that. If you can get an extra car in the transportation industry, whatever it is that you can do to earn that little bit of passive income, it makes life a little bit more easier. So save money. As much as you can, save money. Save that 20% every single time. I always advise people that get new jobs to say, immediately you get that new job, as much as possible, act like you don't even have a job. Act like if you didn't have a job before that, have that mentality of a person that don't have a job in terms of expenses. Save, save, save. After you've saved about 3 to 6 months of your salary stored in your bank, perhaps. We're just talking about saving first before investing. After you've saved up that much, then ultimately you can start transforming your life, getting your brand new shoes, your brand new car, whatever it is. But do not jump into a high lifestyle because you just got a high income. The high lifestyle you will be forced to have a high lifestyle. You cannot have a family of 4, 5, 6 with a 1-room apartment. You understand? So it will eventually happen. There is absolutely no rush. Calm down and let it flow, but don't rush the process. The only thing you need to, as much as possible, rush is your savings. Try and stack up funds. I always used to say this. To stack funds, you need to miss fun. With that being said, guys, we've come to the end of today's video. Kindly do me well and subscribe. and like this video so that other people can actually see it as well. Share it to your friends or anyone that you see actually needs some of this as well. Guys, when you share these things, it's important that you develop a circle of healthy relationship. Those people that I spoke about now that you need to cut off, you can literally share these videos to them. And after sharing these videos to them, perhaps they might become that right person that you need to keep in your circle. All right. So share this video, like the video, and we'll see you in the next video.